Hey Cedric,
All
how are
good?
you? Everything all right?
Good, good. Hey, you know what?
Tell me.
I've been working at Odoo for 2 years now, and there is not a single day I'm not asked how to become one of the best partner.
Oh yes.
And for this, I always say there's no magic formula because we have worked so hard to put in place a recipe through success to our partners. And today you're lucky because that is exactly what we are going to present you. My name is Cedric,
My name is Marco.
and today we are going to present you and to tell you the wonderful story of the Odoo partnership journey.
Welcome everybody to this Odoo Experience 2023, and thank you all for making it at 9:30 on a Friday morning. First of all, so before starting, please, you can scan the QR code to already list your questions, and at the end, with my friend Cedric, we will answer all of your doubts and questions. Okay, I would say we can start. Cedric, first of all, I would like to tell you that you could not express in a better way what it means for us, the partnership journey as Odooers. Because the journey to success actually starts pretty simply, right? You start as a new ambitious partner, and averagely you encounter the same difficulties. Normally, you go with you have a lack of resources, basic knowledge that you would like to address, understanding how you are going to develop your skills over time. It seems like you have unreachable goals and no strategy at all. But with our professional advice and with a journey that combines your technical skills and business skills with our experience in Odoo for over right now 10 years of trials and errors, hard work and support, we will let you become the trustworthy partner we want you to be. And that's also our mission. What does mean trustworthy partner for us? Well, a partner that is full of resources, knows what he's talking about when it comes to Odoo. He has a lot of expertise and high skills, and he has a clear strategy to become the best version of himself. But before going deep in this journey, Cedric, would you like to tell us who are our partners actually? Who are we talking about?
Exactly. I propose you to select your character today. Who are the heroes of our story? It could be a new ambitious partner, just started his Odoo adventure. It could be an experienced partner that wants to expand their team and want to become even more
Exactly.
efficient in their implementations. Or it could be an IT company that just heard about Odoo or that are not ready.
So basically, they can have already different skills or background, right?
Exact different type of profile.
Yes.
If you recognize yourself in this description, then you are the chosen one. But that's beautiful. Marco, can you tell us what is the goal of this quest and how Odoo is going to help them?
Oh, that's a great point, actually. The goal of our quest, so this quest for you and for us, is to bring you to be the best version of yourself, professionally and humanly, because let's not forget that Odoo is a really human-centric company. How do we really help you alongside this quest? Well, first of all, when you get in touch with us, you will always be advised not only with technical support, but also with sales and marketing strategy, for example. So our support is really broad and covers different kind of aspects, and it never comes to an end because we will always qualify what you really need to advise you properly. Let's talk about sales and marketing, strategic support, technical functionally assistance. We have lot of advices we can give you. Of course, to be always improving and being the best partner you can be.
All right.
Let's start the journey then.
Not that the background is set up. I
Oh,
propose you to
yes.
start the journey and talk about the typical partner profile, Marco.
Absolutely. So, in line with actually with what me and Cedric have done in the last 3 to 4 years, we identified the partner profile to be very diverse. One thing that we really believe it's so important to have as a partner is the business knowledge. So before being technical or very analytical, you need to be aware of how processes are handled and how to accompany your final client alongside their digital transformations. So it's an end-to-end expertise to be sure that the client will stay with you and with us for the longest time possible. Okay, but what else you can do actually? Well, as you can imagine, the service you can provide, they are really, I would say that the limit is your imagination or not even the sky. Why? Because you can do business analysis with them, you can consult them on different aspects of their business, very verticalized, for example, training, hosting, support, code review. Cedric, to be honest, I think that we can really advise our partner to find new ways of advising in the digital transformation of their clients. For example, I would like to ask you actually, what are the common questions that you receive when someone get in contact with you at first?
There are too many questions, always too many questions.
Difficult to
But
categorize.
the main recurring question is how can I become a partner? How can I start my journey as a partner?
Okay, good. Okay, and then this brings us to the next point. So, how do we really start as a journey? Imagine I'm a partner. I'm contacting you for the first time, and how can I start?
How can you start this journey? Marco, this is very simple. There is two ways to start this journey, two possibilities. The first way is, let's say, the project pass. This pass is, it requires at least knowledge, not only on Odoo, but as well on process management and on implementation projects. You need also to have resources, skill team, train team. Uh, Definitely this pass will be the most important pass to start as a partner. Sometimes some new partners are a bit afraid or not ready yet to start with this pass. No worries.
Yeah.
No worries. We thought about this and we propose a second pass, which I could call the academic pass.
Okay.
On this way, you will learn, you will be taught by our team on how to proceed with Odoo, how to use Odoo, how to implement Odoo in order to become, from day one, a good partner.
But Cedric, just a question: is there a best way to start?
No, I mean, there is a lot of way to start, but those two paths are totally complementary. And
Okay.
generally, we strongly advise to start with both options. Let's say the best of two worlds.
Fantastic.
When you start as an Odoo partner, once the partnership is activated, you will have a lot of benefits. It has been clear for us that the more content our partner gets, the more efficient they are from the beginning. So when you start as a partner, you will have content, you will have self-learning, you will have trainings. But Marco, do you agree that trainings, content are not efficient if there are no people behind the scene to support you?
Oh, Cedric, I totally agree with you. As we said before, Odoo is a very human-centric company in that, and we really believe in the professional advice along the way. So you bring me to the next point, actually. So without people, we don't have partners, and we don't have Odoo. So who will help our partners in this journey? Let's go to see the different profiles that you get as a partner once you start your journey. First of all, we have a very professional, the first professional figure you will get in touch to is the partner manager. The partner manager is you might consider it an extension of your business in terms of sales. And you will discuss with him new business strategy and the evolution of your partner along the way. A couple of things that practically we do, for example, when we get in touch for the first time with you, is to know you, know your background, and know what you want to reach from the partnership, right? Because we never assume, even if the companies might look the same, for example, we never assume they are the same. So we always analytically understand who are you and what's your background. The second professional figure that will accompany you is the account manager. This is a pivotal professional that will accompany your existing clients and with which you will be able also to define your post-sale strategy after the client has been acquired with the partner manager. So with the account manager, you will manage existing business, expand the business, and ensure customer satisfaction over the long time. Because we don't forget that it's important as well to retain customer all over the time. Last but not least, a professional figure is the dedicated consultant. Here, we could actually enter a very broad conversation about it. But just to keep it short and in line with the presentation, I would say dedicated consultancy is a broad service that can accompany you in very different ways of your business, from training and skill development, for example, very functional skills, and implementation assistance, such as dedicated assistance, or also more technical support. But right now, what we would like to do is to focus on one specific help that we can really give you when you
Exactly.
start the journey, and it is actually, Cedric, pivotal to start to be sure that you will be able to implement as fast as possible a project. Let's
Exactly.
see.
There is, among all the services, among all the trainings we provide to our partners, there is only one we want to showcase today. This is the PLO training,
Oh,
the
yes,
Project
exactly.
Leader Onboarding. Why, would you ask me, Marco? Because this is the best way to start as an Odoo partner. Why? Because we know it's efficient. Why? Because we failed a lot. And from those failures, from those 15 years of failures, we have learned. We have learned a
Exactly.
lot. And we do not want our partner to follow the same path. We want our partners to success from day one. We want to bring them our best practices, and we want to teach them how can they be the most efficient possible from the beginning.
Exactly.
You agree?
Yes, I totally agree. And I will tell you more. I will go more in depth on how this might work. So, as Cedric said, we want to ensure you the best start to kickstart your journey in Odoo the best way possible. So, practically, with the trainings that we provide, we will enable you in 35 hours of dedicated consultancy alongside 7 weeks of exchange with our consulting team, of being able to implement the first project. So what does it consist of? The PLO is a specific program that happens in 7 weeks. It's very short and very intense. Of course, from the other side, we will expect you to put a lot of efforts, also self-studying and self-educating yourself and your team. But meanwhile, you can be sure that there will be one dedicated consultant for you for any kind of questions. What are the characteristics of the PLO? It's customizable and flexible, first of all, which means that, yes, we have some guidelines, and we will see later on also the structure of it. But at the same time, if you want to tackle a specific point of interest of you, we will analyze that and we will follow it with you. Normally, we, of course, will teach you also in the PLO our methodology of implementation, and is the best way also to learn Odoo and get your first certification to give more credibility and reliability toward the market you have.
Okay.
But let's go on. Now, on this specific part, I would like to ask you, and maybe our potential and current partners asking, what is the workload that I should sustain all over the PLO? Can you maybe clarify that, Cedric, for us?
Yes, this is a very important question, and this is actually the hard part. Let's
Exactly.
say, as you can see here, the partners are going to have a high workload from the beginning. It will be a huge amount of content. It could be videos, it could be exercises, it could be business games, it could be business cases.
Yeah.
It will be, as you can see, the two first week more on the theory, and as weeks goes by, uh, we will switch from the theory through progressively more hands-on approach, and you can see that the workload will decrease, but it's not that you will learn less. You will just have a more practical approach
Exactly.
and practical applications.
So basically, at the beginning, the workload we expect is quite high, correct?
Yes, it's quite high for a self-learning part.
Okay.
At the end, you will be able to work on your first project because you will work more on, let's say, real case study, and you will have a more, let's say, a more hands-on approach.
Perfect.
Okay?
Okay. And now, maybe you would like to ask me something, right?
Yeah, of course. What is it's beautiful, everything, but what is exactly the structure of this training?
That's very good, because and it's in line also with the workload that we expect, as you said, we said before. So first of all, we like to divide the PLO in three main parts that are pivotal for the learning of our partners. First of all, there is the product. What is the product about? It's not only about the single applications, it's about the workflows that you might find in any specific industries. We're talking about we never talk about main applications in Odoo separately. When we talk about sales, we talk about sales flow like CRM, sales, invoicing. Then we talk about service industry. We talk about logistic, probably help desk and support. So the product will entail the major applications and the major flows of any industries to build your knowledge.
This
Then, yeah,
this will be the self-content part in a
exactly.
big form.
Exactly, in a very big form, and plus you will be always have being followed by the professional, so by the consultant, to ask your questions and to, as you were saying before, do the business cases to apply to real case scenarios. Actually, then we have the methodology. The key to success of Odoo over these years, and also of the partners that we are working with alongside, has been the methodology. We really believe, and it's been proven that with the correct methodology, you can really scale in a faster way. What entails the methodology? Well, the ROI analysis, for example, so always being able to pre-analyze the project before putting it into implementation. The implementation methodology itself, which, by the way, you can always download for free online, and the documentation and phasing. Last but not least, we have the advanced learning. These are more advanced tips and tricks that our consultant will be able to show you, also according to specific business case scenario, in which you will learn more data import, advanced configuration for more complex flow, for example, subcontracting, that you might want to learn. Okay, Cedric, I think we are almost going to the end
Yeah.
of our presentation. Oh,
Almost
yeah,
time.
we need to hurry up.
We are good on time.
So let's wrap up a little bit. We talked about the ideal journey. Let's imagine you have potential desire of a partnership to partner up with Odoo. You call Cedric. What happens? You are explain how to best start your business and to be able to put into implementation a project in the least time possible. So you have the first onboarding call. You will start the training, and at the end of the training, you will be able to implement your first small project. After that, the journey is over. But isn't
No,
it really?
no, Marco, it's not over.
Absolutely.
It's not over. The journey as an Odoo partner is never over. I would even say it generally switch to an odyssey because there are
Exactly.
always things to do. After a first project, you're gonna do a second. Maybe your first client will give you 3 potential new customer, and you will have the possibility to follow smart classes, to follow technical training, to expand
Exactly.
your team. So basically, we will always provide you with new content, with new trainings, and you have to know that at Odoo, we are always looking for new content for our partners. So we will try to give you the best of what we can do.
Exactly. And just to conclude with that, remember that our goal is always to be with you over the long term. There is never, never an end that we can put unless for specific reasons, but this is really something that you want to do together for the best of us, you, and our clients. So, say that, we wish you a lot of
A
success,
lot of
and
success.
please stay with us for the Q&A. Bravo.
Oh,
Thank you,
Nice.
guys, for
Thank you very
your
much.
great and engaging presentation. Let's move on to our audience, to QA section. Oh, there's a question with a lot of votes.
Wow.
Tariq, I see.
I'm a bit scared, huh?
Any plans of additional KPIs to further funnel the partnership journey, especially for silver and gold? For example, minimum of one smart class per year, PLO for new hires, or etc.
Okay. If you want, I can answer this
yeah,
question.
of course.
So, in general, I would say, according also like with our strategy, we don't, unless we see there is a specific need, how we have been working until now with our partners. We're talking specifically here about silver and gold, as far as I understood. It worked pretty well. So we don't want to change the strategy at the moment if things are actually working well. But of course, KPIs are always discussed one-on-one with your Odoo professional, so with your partner manager and your point of contact, and they are defined with the silver and gold of silver and gold partners. Of course, official partner in general, and with the partner manager, you will define your own strategy. So it's better, according also to your personal situation and the company situation, to evaluate what's best in that moment and to set up the KPI according to your plan of evolution.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Um, Next question was for what would be the right next step for a company that wants to have full control of Odoo, having no need for an external partner and becoming our own partner?
Okay, I'm not sure I get totally the question. Can I
Maybe,
maybe read it
yeah,
again? So is the which one?
this one, first one.
Okay.
Company that is using Odoo, I think, and become
Ah,
our
okay.
own
Everyone,
partner.
okay. So I would say it depends. The next step for so the internal company that is if we understood well, we're talking about probably a customer, someone who already knows Odoo and has implemented it
Mhm,
with a partner,
mhm.
and then don't need a partner anymore on a later stage. This might happen, of course. What we anyway suggest, and we really believe it, at least it worked until now pretty well, is that as your evolution in Odoo, but in any software company with any ERP, is a never ending, unless you have internally the resources and the capabilities to sustain this evolution over time, okay, probably with an IT department that is fully dedicated to the Odoo
Mhm,
or to the software, to the ERP implementation. Otherwise, we always suggest to stay in contact with someone that does that as a core business so that you can totally forget about that part and do what's best for you, which means making your company grow and your core business grow basically. So, but it really depends. But the way that we suggest is the second one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And next question. Has the channel strategy changed since last year? We have seen a steep decline in the amount of leads shared with the partners in all regions, reducing the amount of leads for the partners hurts the ecosystem and the ramp period for new partners. We understand Odoo's agreements to grow in all regions, but pushing direct sales or indirect hurts the ecosystem. Are
Okay.
there plans to address the issue?
So okay, to be fully transparent with you with this question, I would answer it after,
Mhm.
because these touch also other points that they're not really aligned with the presentation right now. So I will be very short with that. I would say simply that we want to enable the partner to be independent over the long time and not depending on Odoo for leads. That's the short question, but let's discuss that later on in front of a coffee. And then maybe also with you, Cedric, we can give our
of
experience.
course.
Yeah, okay. So, next question is as part of the new smart class, will there be a dedicated sales, marketing, and customer success training as a paid course service, possibly with the partner manager?
Okay. Um, Again. Okay, as far as I understood, it's more dedicated on sales. But if it's for sales and marketing, normally you don't pay extra at the moment. Extra fees on extra services because your partner manager and in the first stage your partnership consultant, they will help you understand what's the best strategy and sales strategy to follow. But if this in the future might become something a lot requested more in depth, we will see. But the first point of contact will be always your partner manager to define the strategies.
Thank you. Next question.
Yeah.
Will there be any change on the requirements for gold, silver, and ready partners, like introducing customer experience as a metric, implementation quality, or whatever?
Okay. This is like to ask what's going to happen in the future. It's a little bit complex to answer. So there is an answer is we always want to improve the quality of our partners over the long term, right? So KPIs and requirements might change in the future, but at the moment we already changed them in the course of the beginning of the year, and they will be applying the 1st of April 2024. So right now there is no plan of changing it again. So let's see how this will go, and of course the plan will be always to offer the best quality for our partners and for our final clients.
Thank you. Next question.
Yes.
Are we going to run motion-based initiatives? Example, any partner moving customers from on Perm to Odoo SH, they get an interactive. Oh, I'm sorry. Incentive, or any partner moving a customer from a community to enterprise, they get an incentive or whatever.
But if I understood well the question, moving anyway from community to enterprise, you anyway get the incentive of the partnership, and there is the benefit of it, right? So I believe that the incentive is already there
Yeah.
with the partnership benefit that you have moving from community to enterprise, commissions. But anyway, just to cut it because I think we run out of time,
Yeah.
we can discuss it later on. But the partnership
Okay.
is and benefits are already there.
Thank you guys for your presentation. Thank you for hearing. And if you have any questions, you can come to the guys and they will answer your questions. Thanks.